see here. So what were you thinking? I just wanted to get my feet wet. I'll play anything, whatever you got. I always see your little Tamara videos, so I'm like, you guys make a funny couple.
Thank you. We're having fun. That's what counts.
Exactly. Well, it's contagious because it made me want to play.
That's good.
Yes. And so you're off of work now?
Yes, I'm unemployed. Yes.
Is that intentional or?
No, my contract ended. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
Okay, I didn't want to ask too many questions. I knew.
I'm not mad. I'm unemployed. I'm not.
I was thinking maybe too. Just as we play today, however long, like an hour or whatever, just we can break the ice by playing whatever we want. So, do you want to play Minecraft?
Would you like to go then on the Harry Potter thing?
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Because we can do that. I just can't do anything that would continue my progress because I do want to stay on the same level as Tommy.
Yeah. No big deal. We can do whatever. You've been playing all kinds of games. I've seen.
Okay, like what? Like DVD? I have a lot of fast-paced games that will overwhelm you.
Okay. All right.
Wait a minute, lady.
It's like you and Tamara. You guys always think ahead. Okay, you know how my brain's gonna think.
I'm gonna go on your profile and check what games. Ooh, dang! Do you have as many hours? Oh God. As many hours in DayZ as I have in DBT.
Yeah.
So in DayZ, I wish there was an option where you could start together because that would be great.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. Yeah, I forgot. I didn't think I had 12. If you could see my screen, my Discord or my Steam screen, it has 12 games that need to be updated. So switch to. Yeah, no, every
I'm
game.
no better at that part.
What? Usually I start Steam every day and it does its thing, And I
wish you weren't a liar.
I completely haven't even started Steam, so.
I have such bad internet. I don't have automated updates enabled. When I downloaded Siege, it took 2 days.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's my problem.
80 gigabytes, I think. Yeah.
Oh, you don't know where to begin. It's like, as far as download priority, I usually don't mess with that crap, but sometimes you're like,
don't get technical with me.
So I
have to. If I don't throttle my download, I cannot download anything while doing something.
Oh no, especially with Steam, and Steam's so sneaky too. You got to close it 3 times, just to, you know what I mean. You got to close Steam once, then you got to go hover over Steam and exit Steam.
What in the hell are you talking about?
You can change the settings, when you click on the X, that it closes the application. But when you exit, it usually just minimizes it.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Daffy.
What do you got there, cat?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how old's your cat?
14.
14. The whole 14?
Yes.
Ooh. What's that?
He wants his treat.
Oh, do you? No. I've seen your cat. I've seen your cat. He's not too chubby. A lot of people, because I always joke when I see fat, I don't like a fat dog or a fat cat. My nice way of saying is, he's spoiled. You know what I mean? So sometimes. It's hard to find.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. It's hard to find low calorie treats because it's so fun to make your pets happy. But they'll ask you for stuff now.
Well, he isn't slim or anything, but he's not fat, and to the extent that he couldn't live a cat life. But he brings me this morning. I woke up on a pillow next to me. It was a dead mouse. So as long as that still works, it's fine.
Oh, he kills mice for you?
Oh yeah. His record is 7 in one night.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
The worst is when you get out of bed bare feet, and then you step in some intestines left over on the floor, and they squish between your toes. It's like,
gnarly.
So he's like a mass murderer. He's That's not serial killer. Serial killer. He's like a serial killer. Does he hide his remains? Does he have like a place where he hides like the carcasses of his, like a hiding spot for all his dead animals, or does he just leave them wherever he?
Nah, I'm the cleanup crew.
Oh, baby.
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't bother. It's like eats what he wants or don't eat it. And
yeah. So
once he
gets
once he let go of one, and I thought it was dead, so I wanted to pick it up, and then it was like, whoosh, and it was gone, and it lived under the couch for 2 weeks. Guess who had to catch it? He didn't. I had to.
I swear I will not kill anyone.
Oh man. Does he ever leave him like wounded, and then you gotta finish the job?
He brought a couple that were still like twitching and stuff. And I just, before I throw them in the bin, I wait till they're really dead. I don't want to throw them in when they're still half alive.
No.
Not my job.
But I don't finish that. I'll just watch and wait.
Yeah, you hope it resolves itself, huh?
Like some sort of female madman.
It doesn't. It never does.
So we live in the suburbs where all the houses are like 10 feet apart, but our yard, for some reason, we get all the wildlife. From like robins, we'll have birds, and so what happens to me? Robins will have like,
anybody care what this guy thinks?
3 birds, and like one, they always kick one out, or one will fall out of the nest, and they won't even try to mess with it. And so you'll hear this bird who can fly, and he'll just go beep, 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 and he's just it's almost like a smoke alarm. Like, how long is he gonna stay out there? So you almost hope somebody eats him, so you don't, because if he's on your yard, it's like, oh, he's in my yard, I gotta deal with them. You get a little bird just just beep, beep.
Oh, I feel you.
Aww.
I know. So it's nature, whether it's. So I'll do what I can. I'll pick them up, or not pick them up, but I'll scoot them over somewhere safe. So
Put 2 drops in your eye every 4 hours.
But you always just hope it resolves itself. It's like, it's like I have that Phasm game played. Is that going to be hard for my brain?
Maybe. Are you easily scareable? Then it might be hard on your pants.
No, my pants.
Yeah. Oh, my door. 1 sec.
No, that's
Shake a leg, woman!
My instant noodles came.
What, your cinnamon rolls?
No, instant noodles.
Oh, I thought somebody was at your door.
Yes.
Somebody was at your door?
Yeah?
Yeah?
They delivered noodles?
Yeah, instant noodles. I ordered off Amazon.
Oh.
I never thought anybody could forget so much so fast without a severe blow to the head.
I thought somebody delivered already warmed up and stuff. So instant noodles, are they like ramen? Do you know what ramen noodles are?
Yeah, similar to that, yes. Well, there's a flavor packet in it and an extra chili packet. I put in half of that and stuff, and then.
He-Man and the Masters of the Universe will be back right after these messages.
About time, I'm getting hungry.
And now back to He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
It's good to eat.
You should show me around Powder World, so then I know how to.
Sure.
Just show me around. You don't have to unlock any achievements. Just kind of show me around for like 20. I thought it was a brand new game.
Oh, okay.
I was all like,
Moron, your bus is leaving.
My Steam.
I would recommend. Do you have any shader installed? Oh yeah, they ask you to install or use their textures because it will look best with them.
Uh-huh.
But also, do you have Optifine installed?
Man,
No,
just
the stuff that makes a pretty Minecraft.
Yeah, no,
No, sounds like you got it then.
All right. Do you need that to play?
Yeah. And if you have Optifine installed, it should tell you a release 1.12.2 Optifine.
Oh.
We'll send you. It's really simple. You can just put this on your desktop. It's the Optifine file. Yeah. It's only 2 MB. Just download it, run it, done.
I don't understand a word you just said.
And then you can select the version. You should call us Minecraft before though.
You should make a video, man. Look at
Tommy told. I can't take any credit. Tommy told me.
Right, but
I could say something,
yeah.
but it's kind of insulting.
Do it.
I'm used to try to explain things in the most simple way for my grandma.
Oh man, hey,
you're mocking me, aren't you?
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
Any of this getting through to you, son?
Do you watch Friends at all?
No, not really. I've seen it here and there, but
No big deal. I was just gonna make a cheesy reference.
Hey, sexy, how you doing?
Because they
more
make
like the How I Met Your Mother generation, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it seems like
I know all their jokes.
Which one?
Ed Mosby is a jerk.com.
All the jokes. I've seen How I Met Your Mother probably 10 times every episode.
How I Met Your Mother?
Think of me as Yoda, only instead of being little and green, I wear suits and I'm awesome.
Yes.
Ah, okay. I've seen a ton of those. Yeah. Oh, you know
Yeah.
those? All right.
Those are good. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. That's surprising.
We can do it.
Do you have Best Buys in?
I don't think so.
Because they have this thing like for people. Part of you can get it's called the Geek Squad, and they come over and fix your stuff. I'm sure it's way overpriced, but you're like a geek. You could work at the Geek Squad.
Probably
Yep.
overpriced. Yeah. That's funny because actually in my work, at some point it came out that I like do computer stuff, and so I was the nerd at work, basically.
Yeah.
And I did freshly install Windows on a coworker's laptop and stuff, and arrange it the way he wanted it and stuff. And then when I had my goodbye party, I said, "Oh, you know where I live. You have my number now." So and it was like, "Yeah, if something's with my laptop." He was kidding, but yeah, we'll come over.
A little wacko, but that's okay.
That's a valuable friend to have. You need a friend who knows. You need a friend that knows about computers. You need a friend who has a pickup truck for when you move stuff. you
need a friend who knows cars.
Yes, exactly. There you go. And you need a friend who's like a handyman. I call Lal in Germany. If you live near Lal, she will come over voluntarily.
It's BS. They made it up.
I'll take food as payment.
Oh. She's eating ramen noodles, for Christ's sake. No. No.
My coworker made I don't know if you know what it is, but it's called tzatziki. It's like some white cream stuff with herbs in it, and it's and a shit ton of garlic. It's so good. I think it's Greek. I'm not sure, but it's so good. And he brought me 1 liter of that, and I was like, oh. And the next day I went to work. I smelled like garlic, but I didn't care.
Yeah. Do you have Indian? Like, I don't have it often, but like
in my area, we don't have any Indian restaurants. Actually,
okay.
I don't think it's really popular here. Don't think so. We have lots of Chinese restaurants.
Yeah,
and then those I think what most people would call Turkish, like where you can get kebab and stuff.
Yeah,
and pizza places.
Yeah. You live near a city?
Depends on what you define as a city.
Yeah, I know. You mentioned that the other day. I forgot. Because I'm kind of.
You want to guess? Yeah. You want to guess how many people live in my village?
It's village. Oh man, you just calling it a village. Oh my goodness. So you live in a village.
Yes.
Is there an airport in your village?
No.
What's the closest airport to your village? Before I guess.
I think like 1.5 hours drive.
Okay, wow.
Why are you going to the airport? Flying somewhere?
All right, so yeah, that's nice. I mean, so okay.
So here live 150 people.
150? I was going to guess 20,000. 15. You're in the hundreds? For real?
She's a world-class liar.
Yeah, 150. Yeah.
50. That's so like
smallest town.
You think so? What do you do for like? Do you just buy everything off Amazon?
Oh no, we have stores. So it's like we go out with a bow in hand. Though I have a crossbow, but no, we don't have to hunt.
No. Dude, you almost had
fascinating.
If you were if it wasn't Germany, if you were living in Serbia and you told me, I would 100% believe you. Oh, you walk around with a crossbow tomorrow?
She's a real feisty little Sheila in really good condition and strong. We've got to do a quick body check.
Germany's a little more modern than that.
I'm not kidding. I do have a crossbow.
You do have a crossbow?
I do have a crossbow.
Like some sort of female madman.
I just don't have any place to shoot now.
Oh my! Have you shot it?
Actually, no. long story because it was my dad.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
And then the day he finally decided to let me shoot it, I was like, I don't know, 17. The thing ripped. What you call it? I don't know. Yeah, so he ordered a new one and just put it in and stuff. And then we never got to it before he died, so I never shot it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Wow, that's a
Wow. That is a long story, but quite well told.
So,
but I did shoot with the bow. That's it's really cool. Yeah.
An old school,
a big one. A big one.
That's what she said.
Like very tall, like I think almost as tall as me.
Does it have like the pulleys on it, or is it like old school?
Oh no, it was made from some kind of metal.
Ah, okay, yeah.
So it was a modern bow. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Dang, dude, because those can be hard to pull back.
Oh yeah, it was, and it hit my arm several times, and I just had a bruise as big as my arm.
Oh man. And you don't feel like a wimp, you know? You're like, dude, should it be this hard? Dude, something's not right. Because when I was pulling it back, I didn't really shoot them much, but sometimes you'll have some dude that will have them, and that bruise.
Mm-hmm. There's a picture of the crossbow.
Oh.
Say hello to my little friend.
Oh, dang, Law. Holy crap, man. Whew.
Hello, friend.
I am not stalking you. Get you.
The gas mask is for my graduation.
Man, now that must be a German thing.
It's a German thing. You wouldn't understand.
Because I think I graduated in 2013.
Okay.
Yeah, so and our motto was Abikalypse. It's like a wordplay because for us the highest graduation after 13 years is called Abitur, A level.
Whoa.
You call it, I think. So
yeah. And
our motto was apocalypse.
Were you in the services? Maybe.
What? No.
Gas mask.
Stupid is, stupid does, sir.
Yes.
How did you get such a liking to all these weapons and stuff, huh?
This is basically, these knives are all from my dad, and it's basically my memory wall, I'd call it, because the bird is also from my dad.
Are those like, what about those ninja knives? On the below
the throwing knives, yeah, they were also from my dad.
Oh man, that's some fun stuff, dude. And he liked all the sci-fi generation, huh?
Oh my god, this one is so sensitive.
Star Trek, yeah.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yes.
Dang, dude, that's a fun Star Trek and lots of fun ninja toys. Where's your cat? How many cats do you have?
One. Just just Duffy.
What's it? Daphne?
Okay.
Duffy. Like
Duffy?
Also funny story. Yeah. Originally I named him Dove, like the bird.
Oh yeah.
But my dad just kept calling him Duffy, so it became his name. So it basically ruined my plans, yeah.
Well, Duffster. What do you call him? Like Stinky, Stinker?
Duffy, asshole.
Asshole. There you go. Asshole.
Watch your language in front of the lady, punk!
And he walks over my face at night and it's like, open the window, bitch. And I'm like, no, I want to sleep.
Is the cat?
Well, it's my own fault. I spoiled him. Like, I would give him treats when my dad wasn't looking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
Do you give him human food?
Yes.
Yeah.
Only specific though, where I know it's not harmful to him. Like when I cook something with ham, for example, he can have some ham, or he loves egg yolk.
When you open a bag of chips or something, does the cat come running?
No.
No.
No. He knows how it treat back sound.
What does a cat understand? English or German?
Actually, I talk both with him.
That's what I think.
I don't think it matters, to be honest.
Your cat can speak more languages than I can. That's nice. Or you can understand more languages than
I think he can understand what I'm saying from the tone, how I'm saying it.
That's true.
Yeah, because when he hears me talking pissed, then he's already looking for the door.
Yeah. So, and sometimes like facial recognition, they can kind of tell like if you're being serious. Because sometimes you'll try to trick, like if you have to give your cat medicine or something, you try to trick it, give it to some food. So you'll try to give them like a happy face.
What in the hell are you talking about?
And they're like, no, or you're like,
nah. What does work as like you're not supposed to stare in your cat's eyes because that's how they sometimes when they meet other cats and they're not sure like who's the boss.
Hey, yo. Oh, hey.
In this part of town, then they stare at each other and whoever wins is like the dominant one. So I do look in his eyes, but then I either close them or look away to let him know that I like.
Oh, you want to be a tough guy?
That's like, and he does the same with me. It's like body language of cats, basically.
The cat whisperer. You're a cat psychologist, animal psychology.
Oh, I know my cat. That's all I can say.
True. Yeah, like even if you have somebody that you trust, like because our dog was a nervous dog, and I got a dog pound. It was already 3. It was a nervous Jack Russell, and it's come a long way. For because it's a nervous dog, and what makes it nervous and what doesn't, and stuff like talking too loud or like clapping your hands while you're telling a story. Because I'll have friends come over, they're all animated, and the dog gets all freaked out. It's like, so like, what's that?
Whenever someone comes over, the first thing I tell them is like, don't touch the cat.
Right.
Because if the cat bites and scratches you, you're not allowed to do anything to the cat. Then it's your own fault. I warned you. Because I'm the only one who can touch my cats. Like, small pets are okay and treats are okay from visitors, but I'm the only one who can, like, touch and pick them up. And if I have to remove a tick or something, then he lets me do it.
Yeah. Yeah, see, once you run out of treats, the cat's not going to hang around strangers. He just
without treats, he just leaves one whenever someone comes in.
He's in pretty good health for the age, right?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. It's like last year he had a cold, and he looked really sick and just lied around, wouldn't eat and stuff, and I got really worried, and I cried so much. Yeah. And so I took him to the vet, and he gave him some antibiotics and stuff, and that's when I found out there's actually a pet health insurance thing.
Oh yeah.
And then I looked it up after he was okay again. I was like, let's check it out. And I saw like maximum age of most is like 7 or 9 years. I'm like, what? So I won't even get any insurance anymore.
Oh no, it's such a bummer because it's so expensive. So they have the insurance where you are at too, huh?
Yeah, they have. I didn't know before. I think the vet I went to was really nice to me though, because in the end I only paid €50.
Oh, goody two shoes for you.
And that was on a Saturday too. So usually there's like you pay more on the weekend.
Yeah. Do you ever get? Does your cat get nervous? Like around here, like a lot of animals.
Doesn't he talk funny?
A lot of animals will around. There's like 4th of July. There's a lot of fireworks being lit off. So dogs and cats, they get so nervous.
Yeah.
So
I do have a funny story about that too.
Yeah, but no, man.
When I was still living with my ex-boyfriend in a big house with his brother and his wife, and they had a kid, blah, blah, and they had a dog.
Never met him. He looks like he could use a swift punch in the face, though.
And the dog was the same size as Duffy. And then when my dad died, I had to, I went and took him in so he could live with me, but they also had the dog, and Duffy didn't know dogs. The village, he lived before there were no dogs. It's pure cat place. I don't know why. So it was really funny, them looking how they went along, and they would always, they were never friends. At some points, Duffy would eat the dog's food while the dog was watching, and the other way around. But then on New Year's Eve, when the fireworks went off, they were both under the bed next to each other in the corner.
Scared buddies? Aww.
Scared to death, yes. It's like, I don't care that I hate you.
Yeah. Like a pre-hiding spot for them, or I'll still try to wedge themselves in the first thing they see, closet, cupboard. So, yeah, sometimes it's... Can you find them? You ever get lost?
Oh, he comes home.
Oh, so you got an outdoor cat too, right?
Oh, yeah. He's an outdoor.
Nice.
There was a really, really bad storm, I think a month ago or something.
Yeah.
Or like the whole place, my whole village lost internet and telephone. And basically the night was daylight bright because it was just one lightning after another. Like, really, it was bright the whole night.
Oh, wow.
And I was worried for Daffy, so I stayed up till 2 a.m. till he finally came home. And then I could go to sleep because I couldn't before. Yeah.
It's so nice to have an outside cat, but of course it comes, the more freedom you have, real life or anything, the more bad stuff that can happen to you. So it's double, you have, because
Get to the point.
when I was younger, it was a lot more common, especially in the suburbs. It was a lot more common to have cats where you just let them loose and, they come home. And so we always had outdoor cats, but then the 2000 stuff, more and more people, your cat will go in the wrong person's yard and they'll call it a city, or some lady will have, a backyard she thinks is nice and your cat will be seen in their flower bed. And so now, or they can get eaten by coyotes or whatnot, but or a car. So there's a lot of,
Freaking idiot.
especially when you love your animals, it's just like, after a while, you're just like a kid. All right, just go play. I know you're going to enjoy yourself. I'd rather you live 10 awesome years than 2 years or than like 20 years in like perfect conditions. So that's.
Wow, that had what I really like in a story. An ending.
It's cool village.
Yes. I could not. If I had to move somewhere, I could not make him an indoor cat. That would not work.
No,
because when I moved here, you're supposed to keep him in for a couple weeks so they can adjust. But after 10 days, I could not anymore. He was going crazy and mad. He had to go outside. So I sweat through that, but it all went fine. So that's why I'm really happy I live here, because there's like maybe 5 days, 5 cars a day pass by or something. So it's
that's awesome.
Really quiet. Yeah.
That's my dream. I know. Save up enough money, because here in Michigan, there are a lot of places, a lot of states where, you have the city. Then the farther you get out from the city, it becomes more country. So that's how it is here, especially. And I love, when you're a kid here in Michigan, a lot of your grandma or somebody will have a cottage, a place they go in the summertime, and it's up north. It's usually it's only a couple, 2 to 4 hours away a lot of times. And as long as they have good internet. You have good internet? Okay, good enough.
At the moment, no.
No. Good enough.
I have 17 MB.
Does that
but the other day, we just talked about this, I think 2 days ago, and I was like, let me actually check, because it's been 3 years since I made the contract, and ask if they did anything, because they constantly, making the net better, even in my town. So I actually can get 100, and I did call and I asked for 100, and I actually don't pay more, really, just maybe €5.
Yeah, sometimes they won't even give you that little boost. Like if you already have whatever you have, they won't tell you, hey, you can upgrade the speed now and blah blah. Like I didn't know that until I went to change because when we stopped getting cable. Yeah, but so you village.
That's true.
You have internet. Ooh, that's nice. Now, do you live in an apartment?
Yes.
On your own?
It's an apartment I live alone.
Yes.
Ooh,
it's in a house, and my landlady lives upstairs.
Ah, okay. Nice. Do you like not having roommates, or do you?
Yeah. It's pretty awesome, to be honest. I can just walk out the shower naked, get a coffee in the kitchen, don't care about anything.
Ooh, baby.
I can throw my clothes on the floor and not bother for 2 weeks.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
I'm
not super messy, but there's no one there to complain.
No, I know. No, it's not like you're looking to be a pig. No, it's fun, just not that sometimes the little things, it's like, sometimes it's nice not to have a conversation, even if it's a nice person. Sometimes it's nice not to be required to talk to anybody. So or
for example, if you have to fart and it's gonna stink. You don't have to leave the room because it's not gonna bother anyone but yourself.
Oh my!
Does it always smell like this? How does the wind ever get in here?
God, what about? Well, you can't blame it on the cat. That's for sure.
True.
You could always blame it when you have friends over on the cat. Duffy, what are you doing, buddy? What did Mama give you today to eat? Oh my God, you've been eating too many
garlic.
Garlic. There you go. Yeah.
Why does poop smell? And sometimes it's worse than others.
Oh, next. I'll probably just upgrade all my stuff and make sure I should have did all. I did start my Steam 20 minutes before.
I wish you weren't a liar.
I thought I was gonna see you. So.
I think it should be possible also to make something up for next week, where Tommy can be here as well.
Yeah,
we can all do the podcast thing, or we can even run around the Pottermore server while we do that. So you could actually use it and make it a podcast Potterworld run around as like, so you have a picture. With it, you know?
Yes, I like how you think. See? To have little ideas, but when I have smart friends, little ideas become awesome ideas. See? Half the battle is just you don't know what, just kind of like streaming, you don't know what you're going to need and not need, what's going to be, what people are going to like to listen to or see or watch you do. You don't know until you just got to do it, throw a million like things out there, and then people like to see, like I had fun. It's entertaining watching you tomorrow stumble around. And I know I'm never much help in most games, so I can't. But it's almost fun having drama. It gives you, because a lot of people can fake drama. You know what I mean? Like act. I don't have to act dumb on purpose. I just dumb on my own. I mean, not dumb, but you know, I can. Make,
Ray, you're chanting. Ray, look, Ray, unconscious chanting. You're chanting.
It's fun just watching. Some people, they try to be so perfect on stream and stuff and play like games and show how good they are. It's funny that you and Tamara just stumbling around, not caring.
No,
you know.
That's not. I don't like this fake shit. No.
Get out. No, organic.
If you if you don't like it, then just go.
Exactly.
Get him out of here.
Yeah. So, well, you have a good night. I'm sure I'll see you around somewhere, Discord or wherever.
Yes. Was fun. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks again, and I'm sure we'll catch up soon, Lol. So,
yes, probably talk next week then.
Yeah, for sure. Alrighty.
Thank you. Have a nice evening.
Yes, you too.
Or guten Abend.
There we go. Guten Abend. Okay. Same to you.
Your money's on the dresser, baby. I'm done with you.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies.
Okay, so I'll see you later, huh? I'll give you a call.
The last time you're gonna see a bad guy like... So say good night to the bad guy.
Bye-bye, son of a bitch.
It's over. Oh my God, it's over. I feel it.
All right. This chick is toast.
Bye.
Sayonara, buttface.
Live long and prosper.
Haz lo correcto y sé positivo.
Tu das Richtige und bleib positiv.